Hi, I'm Joy. This past weekend, Tesla rolled out full city self-driving beta version or FSD Beta button to those of us that have either purchased the FSD package or those that have subscribed to full self-driving features. The beta portion of the FSD package is referring to city full self-driving portion. That is the very last piece of the entire FSD package that Tesla have been beta testing in the last year. They initially started with internal testing, employees and Elon himself, and then they started expanding it to a select group of FSD beta testers who are just regular owners like you and me. But the rest of us have been asking, when can we finally get this? And there are people like me who are willing to help Tesla test out this beta version of FSD as well to make it better and better. So in the last year, Tesla expanded the beta tester pool to about 2,000 people. If you watch my video from last week, where I went on a FSD beta drive with my good friend Brendan, you can check it out and you can see how far the city full self-driving feature has come. And now Tesla is ready to let more people test it out. So what Tesla did was, first, they rolled out an updated phone app version, which now contains a feature that will kind of like monitoring your driving behavior, and they call it the Tesla safety score. I'll get back to this a little later. And then Tesla rolled out the car firmware update, and this one contains the button where we could request it directly from our car. Now, once you press the button, it does not mean that I immediately get the FSD beta software downloaded to my car. So what Tesla is doing now is when you request FSD beta to be included as a beta tester, you're being put in a request queue. And for the next 7 days, Tesla is going to monitor your driving behavior and the safety score from the app, and then they will make a decision on whether or not they will grant you the FSD beta software for you to test it out with. So Tesla is concerned with people abusing this full self-driving feature. You have probably seen them on the news. There are people falling asleep or people driving drunk and just put it on autopilot and let the car go. Those are just very dangerous scenario. And please, if you are driving a Tesla, always pay attention, stay awake. If you're sleepy or you're drunk, do not drive. Have your hands on the wheel and pay full attention and be alert. Autopilot and full self-driving, they're in beta mode. So right now, with us joining in the beta testing pool, we are training the system to get better and better. So that's my disclaimer there. I have been driving my car with the safety score on for the last 2 days. And Tesla actually has 5 different areas where they are scoring your driving behavior. I have found that this is good and bad. And the good part is it's making us more aware of our driving behavior and what Tesla considers to be a safe driver or safer driver. But the bad thing is, because this algorithm is based on a standard or criteria or metrics that Tesla has set, it is not 100% foolproof. So there have been scenarios where I got dinged for my safety score that I didn't understand, and there's still a mystery with one of these scorings that I keep getting really low scores on that I just don't understand why. So first, let me walk you through the app. The app now has this safety score beta. And once you get in there, you will see your driving behavior. So as you can see, this is from the last 2 days of my driving. The overall score I have is 94, which is not too bad, but you know, now everyone's kind of like, how do I get to 100? So in a sense, Tesla kind of gamified this driving behavior or the Tesla safety score, which is really cool because now everyone is striving to beat one another in higher score. And an interesting thing is I have noticed that the day that this rolled out, there are so many slow driving Teslas on the road, on the freeway especially, and they're pissing off a lot of people. So let me go through the scoring factors and why you don't have to actually drive super slow in order to score a high score. First of all, Tesla will count how many forward collision warnings you've had per 1,000 miles. So this is when you may be braking a little bit too late and the screen will start beeping and it's red. So that is one area of scoring. The second one is hard braking of your vehicle, and it is proportion of braking time spent braking with extreme force. Hard braking is defined as backward acceleration measured by your Tesla vehicle in excess of 0.3 G. This morning, I had a scenario where I was driving out of my community and I was on slow speed because you cannot drive fast inside here because there are parking lots and pedestrians and whatnot. And then all of a sudden, a squirrel ran right in front of my car, right across the street, and I had to brake my car. In that split second, I had this interesting thought. Should I sacrifice my Tesla safety score to save the squirrel? Or should I sacrifice the squirrel to save my Tesla safety score? And I did the right thing. I hit a brake on my car and the squirrel lived, but I got dinged for that incident. So it wasn't my fault. And I personally don't feel that I should get dinged for it because it's something out of my control. And I was actually being attentive and being safe. That's why I was able to brake in time to avoid a collision. But on the other hand, this scoring system is how Tesla is going to evaluate your Tesla insurance premium. Or actually, this is probably how they have been determining my Tesla insurance premium. I have Tesla insurance, by the way, and I have done 2 deep dive videos on the Tesla insurance policy. So if you're interested, you can check out the playlist on my channel. So hard braking will ding you. And then the third factor is aggressive turning. And it is proportion of turning time spent turning with extreme force. Aggressive turning is defined as left or right acceleration measured by your Tesla in excess of 0.4 G. The first day of driving, I got dinged quite a bit with this aggressive turning. I didn't feel that I was doing aggressive turning, but the second day, or today, when I drove, I paid more attention. So when I made turns, I let my foot off the pedal just a little bit more. So the turning was a little bit slower. And today I did not get dinged for aggressive turning. So I think I'm now learning what Tesla qualifies as aggressive turning and what is not aggressive turning. I think it's just something you had to feel it out and test it out with. And then the fourth factor is unsafe following. And it is proportion of following time spent at an unsafe following distance. Now, I've had this issue for the last 2 days. And on the Tesla website, it says that if you're on autopilot, it's not going to affect your scoring. And they only measure the unsafe following distance when you're traveling at 50 miles per hour or faster. And if you're not keeping at least 3 seconds of distance in front of the car, then they're going to ding you. The thing is though, I think there's a bug with this unsafe following, because when I am driving on city street, I am driving below 50 miles per hour, not on autopilot, and I am keeping a safe distance in front of my car, just like the distance that everyone else around me is keeping. I'm not tailgating. I'm not all the way up on the back of the car in front of me. And when I'm on the freeway, when I'm using Navigate on autopilot, I set the distance the first day at least 3 intervals. Now, when you do the autopilot distance, it's actually not car length. So people have mistaken that it's 1 car length of distance or 3 car lengths of distance, which is not true. If you read the Tesla user manual, it's going to tell you that 1 to 7 following intervals setting, it's actually time-based, but it doesn't say if it's according to 1 second to 7 seconds or half a second to 3.5 seconds or 1.5 seconds. It's 1 and then 2. Setting 2 is 3 seconds and so forth. So the first day when I was driving at higher speed, more than 50 miles per hour, I had it set anywhere between 3 to 7. And then when we hit more stop and go traffic here in LA, when we're traveling between 0 to 30 miles per hour, I would reduce the following distance to 1 or 2. So I am fairly close to the car in front of me, but not terribly close, and other car could still come in and cut in front of me and get in line. So the first day, I got dinged the most with unsafe following, as you can see on the screenshot. So today, when I drove on the freeway again, I tested out with the following distance of 4 to 7. So I didn't go down to 3 and below. And I was thinking, okay, maybe this will get rid of that unsafe following penalty that I've been getting from the day before. Well, to my surprise, I still got penalized just the same as the day before. So my question to Tesla is, what is this unsafe following recommended distance? I know it says 3 seconds, but which setting is that? What does that translate to? So if Tesla could let us know, then we don't have to keep guessing. Then we know what the parameters are, and we will be able to follow the rules. So this is the 4th factor. And then the last factor that Tesla is scoring you on is how many times you have forced autopilot disengagement. So basically, if you are not paying attention and first it tells you to apply slight turning force on the steering wheel, you didn't see that or you ignored that, and then it starts flashing blue on the screen, and you still ignored that or you weren't paying attention, and then it starts beeping, and you're still not taking control of the wheel, and the car will take you out of autopilot and put you in autopilot jail. That considers as 1 disengagement, and that is going to affect your score. So these are the 5 areas that Tesla is scoring your driving behavior on. I will also include a link in the description that has all the detailed explanation from Tesla that you can read up on. So the good thing, again, is there are a lot more mindful Tesla drivers out there, a lot slower. But the bad thing is, as I mentioned with the squirrel incident, I don't think I should get dinged, but I understand that it was a risky situation that just popped out of nowhere. And then also the aggressive turning and the unsafe following, especially the unsafe following, I don't know what the parameter is to help me become a better driver in that area so that I am not unsafely following the person in front of me. So it is a guesstimate, and there are some other edge cases, I suppose, that I have seen that people are putting out online. For example, Wade, he was driving in a really hilly area, and then the forward collision warning just keeps coming up for no reason. So then Elon actually replied to him and told him that there's probably a bug because he got penalized for that. So I think that as Tesla continues to enhance and refine this feature, which I think it's a brilliant idea, because, you know, people say that Tesla has gamified safe driving, which is really cool. And this is also used for insurance purpose, and that you're a safe enough driver for Tesla to trust you with the FSD Beta software to help them test it out. So I wanted to share this with you in case you're sitting on the fence about getting the FSD package and you're thinking, wow, full city self-driving is here and I want to get on it. These are the factors that you need to take into consideration if you want to help Tesla test out FSD. So I hope this video was helpful in helping you understand FSD Beta and the new safety score that Tesla is putting out so that all drivers have visibility into our driving behavior. Please let me know if you have any questions or any clarification in the description below. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. I will see you next time, and God bless.